subject of depression. Now, as I said in a previous video, if you are suffering from depression, please go for medical advice and follow the advice that you are given. In the last video, we looked at thinking, the kind of thinking that can be involved in depression. What I want to do this time is to look at what's behind those thoughts. As if you remember, I said a lot of the time, depression is linked to going through suffering. And maybe an example might help. Imagine there's a middle-aged woman and she's lived a life always hoping and longing that her parents would come to a point of acknowledging the cruel way that they had treated her and rectifying it and coming through to love and accept her. But then her parents both die and they don't do this. And this woman is so upset by it that she kind of can't function and goes to bed. Some of the things that can be going on in her mind could include things like, I'm unwanted, nobody cares. What's wrong with me that people don't care about me? What do I lack that other people do have whose parents treat them well? If you take these kinds of thoughts and then look at what are the possible desires that are behind them, then we can discover things like, I want to be loved. I want my parents to love me. I want the wrong that was done before to be rectified. I want to have good relationships. I want to be treated normally. And these are all good desires in and of themselves. So it's taking these desires and the thinking that goes with them, and then going to the Lord in prayer and dependence upon him and looking to scripture and living in the light of who he is and what he's done. And if we look again at a passage we've looked at before, Ephesians chapter 1, what do we discover? We discover she is wanted. The Lord was the one that made sure that she became a Christian. He's adopted her into our family, the church. And then we also discover that he has given her a purpose in her life. She's to become like him in her character. She's to know him and become like him. And he's also given her things to do that have value and significance in eternity. Now, I realize this is only just touching on the whole subject of depression, and there's a lot more to it. And if you'd like to know more, I suggest maybe looking at and clicking on the links in the description below.